16 lives lost as they travelled home from work on an oil rig, their helicopter plunging into the sea. But now a judge's inquiry has ruled that the crash in April 2009, caused by gearbox failure on the Bond Super Puma helicopter, might never have happened if correct maintenance procedures had been followed. After hearing the deaths could have been prevented, the victims' families called for a public inquiry. At just 27, Stuart Wood was one of the youngest killed.
This has been the most horrific, traumatic 5 years of strung-out emotional upsets for all 16 families and friends. It has been a perpetual roller coaster of which we could not get off. And of course, the length of time this case has taken to go to court has prolonged the grieving process.
This is the helicopter involved, filmed 2 weeks before the crash. An eyewitness told the inquiry it fell from the sky like a torpedo.
Just days before the fatal crash, engineers here considered replacing a part on the gearbox. But after a communication breakdown between them and the helicopter manufacturer, it didn't happen. The inquiry has found there's no proof, but it's possible that error resulted in the crash.
The man now running Bond told me it was an honest mistake and that lessons have been learnt.
We lost 2 pilots, Paul and Richard, 2 very professional people who we know would have done everything to have prevented the accident from happening in the first place. We feel grief and sorrow and sadness, and it's our mission to make sure nobody else has to go through this.
But it's not an apology.
I'm deeply sorry and deeply saddened by the entire process that we've had to go through. 5 years is clearly too long to wait for the inquiry itself, and I'm sorry that the relatives of the victims have had to wait that long.
There have been other incidents involving oil rig Super Pumas. On this occasion, in 2012, everyone was rescued safely. The April 2009 crash was so fast it was described as not survivable. The Crown Office in Scotland has ruled there are no grounds for a criminal prosecution over the 16 deaths because of the element of technical doubt over the precise cause of the gearbox failure. Peter Lane, 5 News, Aberdeen.